Hi everybody, it's me Flavio Miguel and welcome back to my channel. But maybe that's your first time on my channel. If that's the case, thank you for being here and thank you for watching this video. In this video, I'll be reviewing and demonstrating 4 new products from a relatively new brand. It's a brand that's been released in 2020 and it's called Shab Cosmetics. And if you want to know more about this, you should watch this video until the end. Alright, but what is exactly that I'm gonna do? I'll be talking a little bit about the brand, the person behind the brand of course, explaining a little bit of their formula, what it stands for. I'll be also showcasing all the 4 products that they sent it to me to review, and I'll also be doing some swatches. I'm also going to be doing a makeup demo in a gorgeous model that I invited today to elevate my video even more. Her name is Zoe, and I cannot wait to show this all for you. So please keep it up and watch this video until the end. You won't regret it. Alright, I don't know if you have seen this kind of visual. This is the lady behind the brand. Her name is Shab Mascara and she started this brand in 2020. Yes, just mid in the pandemic. And for everyone that is starting any business nowadays, you have my total respect, but especially if you release your brand in mid-pandemic 2020. What a terrible moment it was. But she is striving, and those products not only being sold through her own website, shabcosmetics.com, but also at Douglas online store. Well, if you're based in the Benelux or in Germany or somewhere in north of France, you will hear about it. Douglas is the Sephora in our area. We don't have, unfortunately, any Sephora, but we do have Douglas, and the Douglas Perfumery is a very good one. But I was very excited for them when I found out that their products is being sold in Douglas online store. So I was so happy for her. By the way, it's not easy to start any kind of business nowadays, especially when it comes to cosmetics, because it is somehow a saturated market, but she's trying to do it her own way and in a different way. What can I tell about those products is they are vegan, 100% vegan. They are also cruelty-free and they don't sell in the Chinese market. So if you are trying to figure it out a way to see if it's really cruelty-free or not, yes, it is. They don't sell in Chinese markets. It's also a brand that considers the benefits for the consumers as well as for the environment. So always very nice to be aware of where your sources are coming from. But without any further ado, I'm just going to introduce the products to you, alright? So let's start first with the visuals. So this is the eyeshadow palette. It's called the Nudy, alright? When you take it off, the eyes then are open. And when you open, you have a lid over here. And let me show you this to you, and look at those beauties. These are beautiful. For example, when it comes to the palette in itself, it's made by cardboard, which is quite lightweight. One of the things that already caught my attention is the fact that they have a mirror. If you know me, you know that I love a mirror, at least I appreciate a mirror in a eyeshadow palette. Why? Because I can do my makeup already looking straight onto the mirror in the palette. The finishes, they go from matte finish up to pressed pigments and some metallic shades. Cannot wait to show the swatches for you, okay? As you can see, I did the swatches on my own arm and Zoe's arm so that you can see exactly the differences, how they would react in different skin tones. It starts with Mommy, Grammar, Fashionista, Mistress, Bossy, Brunette, Madame, Powerful, Shy, Confident, Misty, Blondie, Intimate, Shopaholic, Posh, Numb, Cheerful, and Romantic. As you can see, the swatches, they are really, really beautiful. It's quite pigmented. I didn't go more than once with my finger doing the swatches because I just wanted to see what is the payoff of the eyeshadows without having to build it up. We can always build it up, the intensity of an eyeshadow, but in this case, I just went once with my finger on top of those. What I could notice while I was swatching the products is that the consistency and the texture of those eyeshadows, they are quite powdery. For example, I do know that some consumers, they do get bothered when they have fallouts on the eyeshadow palettes on top of the pans, but it's something that doesn't really bother me at all. But you're gonna notice that when you swatch with your fingers or when you go with the brush onto the pan, you're gonna see a lot of loose powder around the pan, which is, like I just said, I don't really mind, all right? Now let's go to the next product, which is the face palette. So it's called Cheeky, all right? It's really beautiful visual. Let's take it out of the case. Then you're gonna open it and oh my God. Wow, these are, okay, there's a lid inside, sorry, I got distracted. The pans, they are huge. They're huge, really, really big, really big. And those colors, they look really beautiful. You can see, for example, those three on the top and this one, they are highlighters. Quite beautiful actually. It makes me believe that it's quite accessible for all different types of skin tones, and I cannot wait to do the swatches, right? So let's go. Again, as you can see it, the swatches, they are really beautiful. I did go only once with the finger and the swatches on each part. When it comes to the texture, I did find the consistency and the texture of the face pressed powders less powdery than the eyeshadows. Well, it's nothing too crazy. It's the fact that those are eyeshadows and these are highlighters and blushers. And I cannot wait to do the look on Zoe so that we can see how this would react during the makeup demo. Okay, so keep it up. Alright, but just before doing the makeup demo, I do want to apply some of the blush and some of the highlighter on my own face so that we can see how it feels on my skin and how it already is gonna look like on my bare skin. I mean bare skin. I have some foundation, just a little bit of foundation. Alright, so what I'm gonna do, I will try to go first with this one, Glorious, more open around the top of the cheekbone against the temples. So let's do this. Wow, it grabs a lot of product already, which is great, Okay, let's see this. Ooh, girl. Shabnan, look at this. Ooh, I already love that. Alright, so I already put it on both sides of my face, a little bit on the dorsal of my nose and also on the tip of my nose. What I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna go try Bombastic, but I will try apply slightly closer to the outer corner of my eyes. Let's see. Well, what I can tell immediately is that I don't have as much fallouts on the pan of the palette as much as I did have on the eyeshadow palette, but maybe just a kind of different kind of product. So let's see. So oh, that's cute. At least I do like it. I think it's cute. What I can tell, for example, and it does blend nicely with each other. You see a very beautiful transition from the lighter color Bombshell towards Glorious. So let's see and you can see the difference here and there. So I'm gonna go right here. Oof. Okay, the payoff is amazing. Shabnan, the payoff is amazing, girl. You nailed it. I could have done it with a slightly lighter hand, I think. I can tell because it does look very metallic-y. But I think, and you're gonna see on the makeup demo I'm gonna do and Zoe, how this is gonna react on the body, alright? So keep it up. Alright, so the other products that I got to try and to review is called 4D Lash Mascara, and this one is the Liquid Eyeliner. Well, outside of the packaging, let's go with the mascara first. I can see that you have two different containers over here, and in this one it's called Volume, and this one is Curl and Length. So let's see what the volume is all about. Oh. All right, I wasn't expecting something like that. And I don't think I've seen something like this before. Just a second. Let's see. How does this look like? So this is how the wand looks like with no product on it. I would say that this would be very convenient to use in the lower lash because it would be easier just to sample with it. But I don't know how it would react on the upper lashes. I will try on my own lashes in a few minutes, but let's go to the other side on the other container, which is called Curl and Length. Let's see. Oh, okay. Can you see it? So, as you can see, the wand does twist around itself, and it's a very narrow wand which would me think that would be more suitable for someone who has short and not as long lashes. So it would make sense that this would be the curl and length side. Let's try on my face, on my own mascara, on my own lashes, right? So hold on for a second. All right. So the first thing I'm gonna try then the curl one with this very funny bow over here. I will try on the upper lashes first, just to see. Well, it does. Well, I'm surprised, to be honest, because I thought I would be struggling more with this applicator, with this wand, but all right, it does look really good. It's still keeping my lashes quite feathery. I can actually separate them very nicely when pulling it inwards towards the inner corner. Alright, so I'm gonna do in the other side, the other container, just to see if there's any difference when you apply with only one of the wands or in combination with, okay? So let's do this other side. I'm very curious about it. Okay, so let's do this. How do you guys like it? Well, I can tell that my lashes, they are still quite feathery. I do feel that they feel actually maybe fuller on this side than on that side, but I think it's probably because I was able to apply very closely to the roots of the lashes. And surprisingly enough, the lashes, they are not sticking into each other, which I really like, because I don't like when they become like, for example, 5 lashes. All right, but I think you can see a little bit the difference between that eye and this eye. What I'm gonna do now, I will use the different containers in the other sides just to see if there's any improvement or any difference here. Like for example, I'm gonna go now with the container with the mascara wand. This one now on the left eye and vice versa. Okay, let's check it out. Not sure. Well, it's getting fuller, but kind of sticking it into each other. Let's see if I can get some separation. They're becoming quite chunky. That could be a look. I'm not sure if this is the look that I'm looking for. Okay, I'm gonna use then the one of the left side just to see on the right side how it's going to react. Okay, let's do this. Okay, what I can already feel is this side is already quite set. The lashes, they are not as flexible as they were a minute ago. It's kind of starting to happen, one of the things that I try to avoid when I'm looking for the right mascara for myself. They are really sticking into each other and they are losing that feathery quality that I really appreciate. They did get fuller though. So maybe the idea is to start with that side and then finish it up the application with that side. Okay, give me a second. I'm just gonna brush them off to get them more feathery the way I like it, right? Hold on for a second. Well, I tried to brush them off and try to get some separation over here. Didn't succeed as much as I wish I could, but I would say that I love the mascara with either only one or the other wand, but not when you combine them both. This is looking very chunky. Let's see if I can brush them off. How do you guys like it? I can see already, for example, that I have some flakes of mascara falling over here, but it's because I'm just like desperately trying to get the separation. Okay, I will try the lower lashes just to see. I'm gonna try with the bow one, which actually would make me more sense for me. Let's see. Messing up a little bit with my lower lash. Okay, give me a second. This looks better. I'm gonna try in those lower lash line. I'm gonna try in those lower lashes the other applicator, the thin narrow one, just to see if it would work better on the lower lash line. What I'm noticing about the mascara is it feels very firm. It's not a very liquidy mascara. Feels pretty much like a mascara that's being pumped air too much. Okay, this one I really liking it better. So I think also for the lower lashes, this applicator would work. I'm not messing up as much as I did on this eye, but you can see very beautifully close, very close to the lashes, to the roots of the lashes. Now let's get rid of those fallouts. I'm just gonna clean it up a little bit with this part over here. Well, because they're only flakes, what's happening is that I can just swap them like this, and they are not smudging into my skin, which makes me maybe believe that the mascara is a little bit dry. Maybe. Okay? I think I love the lower lashes here. They come really beautiful, very close to the roots, and you can see they are very extended. And I did get more separation definition in the lower lashes than I got in the upper lash, but I think might be the reason that because I try to use both of the wands on the lashes. Maybe, for example, if you were searching for only volume, that you could try to go only with this one, and if you were looking for only lengthening curl, that you could go with this wand, which makes sense because you're trying to create a more all-around kind of mascara that would be suitable for different types of lashes, short lashes, long lashes, fuller lashes, or more space lashes, so sparse lashes. So okay, we're gonna go now for the eyeliner. I'm not gonna try the eyeliner on my own eye because I have Zoe to do this with me, but I will try them on my hands just to see what's the payoff and how does it feel, the texture and the applicator on my hand. Okay, so keep it up. Alright, so that's how it looks like in the packaging. So let's do this. Okay, the packaging reminds me a little bit of Elf Cosmetics, among others. Oh, let's see. It's quite big. Oh, that's very thin. Smells quite pleasantly, by the way. Not too chemical. Let's just see the payoff. Bring the funk back. Oh, that's black. That's very black, and it feels kind of, you know, when you feel some kind of alcohol and this cooling effect on the hand, and it might be one of the ingredients that would keep this in place and set quite quickly. What I can tell is that the applicator helps me to get a very sharp point. What I think about this applicator when I'm holding it, it actually it feels almost like the wand until the tip of the applicator a little bit too long is. I think if I would have to apply it on myself, it would be maybe easy, but I'm trying to think how it would react when I'm gonna apply into someone's faces. I like to lay my hand or my pulse on the face of my model so that I can try to trace it and have a more steady hand. What I'm feeling here is like this is a little bit too long, maybe. Well, I'm gonna have to pay attention while you're doing the makeup demo on Zoe, how it's gonna feel on my hand, alright? So I cannot wait to show this to you. Keep it up and you will not regret watching the makeup demo, alright?
It's like a family tree, part of you and part of me. And if we should separate, go your own way, I won't wait.
Bring the funk back. It's like a family tree, part of you and part of me. And if we should separate, go your own way, I won't wait. Bring the funk back. It's like a family tree, part of you and part of me. And if we should separate, go your own way, I won't wait. Bring the funk back.
like a family tree. Part of you and part of me. And if we should separate, go your own way, I won't wait.
Bring the funk back.
So that's the end of the makeup demo. Look at this glow. Look at the glow on her skin, on her shoulders, darling. If this isn't glamorous, then I don't know where we have been living. Really. It's amazing. What are my final thoughts about those products? Let's start with the eyeshadow palette. So the eyeshadow palette Nudy retails for the price of $59.95 for 18 eyeshadows. It is a little bit pricey when you compare with other brands, but again, this is a startup, people. It's a startup. It's just the beginning. But the quality of the eyeshadows, they are really nice. I love the fact that they have a very high payoff for the colors. Like I said in the beginning, I did have some fallouts on the pen, not as much on the face, which is the most important actually. So now let's go for the face palette, the Cheeky palette, okay? So the Cheeky palette also retails for $59.95. Those prices are the prices listed on her website and also on the website of the Douglas. Again, it is a little bit pricey, but considering the demographic target and the audience that she's focused on, I think it's for someone that is more conscious about environment and also searching for a vegan brand. Again, a vegan brand, it doesn't speak for itself. It's not an easy thing. It's the same, for example, when people ask somebody, are you a vegan person when it comes for your dieting? Most of the times the answer is no. And why? It's because it's complicated, it's more expensive. It isn't different when it comes to makeup, okay? Now let's go for the mascara. The 4D Lash Mascara. You can already see it. I don't have a lot of flakes here underneath, and I finished the look quite a while ago. I did think that the mascara does set quite quickly, and applying a second layer could be challenging, but it doesn't flake when you try to put the mascara on top of it. I did like the wands better when I used them separatedly, not mixing both wands, but rather one or the other. I found, for example, that I like that wand a lot for the lower lashes, and I actually like that wand a lot for the upper lashes. But what I did like about this one when I use on the upper lashes is that I was able to come very close to the root of the lashes. This mascara retails for $29.95. It's definitely not cheap, but it's not the most expensive mascara in the market. I would say it's a little bit above average, which is fine, but there are more expensive mascaras in the market that I like, at least in comparison with this one. So it's still something that I would give it a try. Now let's go for the liquid eyeliner. The liquid eyeliner. Well, the liquid eyeliner, what I noticed is that when you apply it first, it looks very black, really beautiful, very black. I love the tip of the applicator, but after a while, what I think it happened is that it did oxidize a little bit, and the color, it went from very pitch black to a kind of off black, slightly not as black as it could be. But maybe I'm just trying to be picky here, I don't know. And another thing that I noticed, it's what I said in the beginning of this video. When I was trying to apply the eyeliner on Zoe's face, I did feel that the distance from where I was holding the applicator to the moment that I was touching the eyelid on my model's face, I found the distance a little bit too long, which didn't give me enough support of my hand to try to apply the eyeliner. It was almost like I was trying to apply freehand and without any kind of support, which it's not the way that I normally work. But again, maybe something for the future. What I would consider maybe, Shaban, is to make it slightly shorter, just to give me more precision and make it easier for me to have a support on my hand while applying the eyeliner. This retails for $27.95. When it comes to an eyeliner, the price is again above average. I mean, you're not paying for Maybelline or an e.l.f. eyeliner, but for someone that is starting up from the past 2 years, and considering that the past 2 years we're living in a pandemic, let's give it a beautiful applause to my friend Shabnan for what she's done here with us. Everyone that's starting your new business, your own business from scratch, deserves my total respect. And again, thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope you enjoy watching it as much as I enjoy making it. Please let me know in the comments your thoughts about those products, about the brand, and of course about the look that I created on Zoe, okay? Thank you so much, guys, for the love and support. And I see you all next time. Bye-bye.